So here we are again at the home of mighty Steve Halls, the man in shorts. We're going to be talking about how we can really lose those pounds through managing our food really well. And I'm guessing, Steve, that for me the obvious one is in the morning you're kind of rushed anyway, maybe about to go to an appointment. If we're wanting to lose a few pounds, we can just like skip the breakfast because you probably won't even notice it anyway.
Yeah, big mistake actually, Tony, because breakfast being the most important meal of the day, that actually sets the metabolism sort of on fire. It's a bit like having coal delivered, with no fire burning. We've got to sort of really get everything burning, and breakfast does that. We wake up in the morning with a low blood sugar level anyway.
Okay.
Which, if the body's actually trying to lay dormant, and the longer we leave it dormant, the longer we don't really burn as many efficient calories as we could. So by having breakfast as soon as we get up,
right,
then we sort of set them, set the calorie burn.
Okay.
The thing about what tends to put some people off is they get hungry again by about 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Really, that's just a sign that the body said, look, I've used them calories, I've used them already, what you've given me, now give me some more.
Right. So even when you're actually perhaps not feeling that hungry because you're busy, you're thinking about other things, you should really get that breakfast in when you get up in the morning.
Yeah, it's a bit like if you were to drive to Scotland, say, from Stoke. The first thing somebody would probably do is fill the car up.
Yeah.
Fill the car up with fuel. Because it's a long journey. Now a day's a long journey.
Yeah.
We've got a lot to get through during the day. So fill up with fuel, and especially at home where you're in a safe environment because you know what's in the cupboards.
Yeah.
You're not left vulnerable,
yes,
through stopping at, let's say, a service station or something where there is only quick snacks.
Yes.
You're in control there. So that's not you're in control.
That's a whole different one.
Yeah, that's drinking water again. So you're in complete control of what you've got in your cupboards there. So you can actually start the day off with a brilliant, fuel-enriched breakfast.
Okay.
And then topping up at lunchtime again with the food to take you through to the afternoon to give you the full energy for the day.
I suppose also there's a little bit of a danger if you do skip the breakfast thinking you're going to be losing a few calories, that you end up at the end of the day when you've got more time and more thoughts about leisure and what have you, that you could overdo the eating if you've kind of done too little early on.
Our lifestyles are sort of a bit changed round, so most families now tend to have their major meal of an evening, the meal together. Great to have the meal together, but we're actually feeding then when the less work is required.
Yeah.
And when the body's hungry, and the mind is hungry, because the brain has to feed on fresh carbohydrates, so it's fresh blood, fresh oxygen in the blood. It's got to have, something really nice and fresh.
Right.
If we allow the blood sugar levels to go down, the brain will require it from somewhere, and it will want it quick. And that's where people come in with the biscuits and the sugary tea, about 10 o'clock or about 3 o'clock when the blood sugar levels are down.
Right.
Whereas if we keep them up throughout the day, do a nice slow release carbohydrate, we're fine, and we don't get them hunger pangs.
Well, I know your advice on how to really lose those extra pounds is the exercise route. Is there anything particularly you would say is an absolute essential in terms of any adjustments to diet to contribute and help in losing those excess pounds?
Water's the best.
Okay.
People tend to overeat mainly because the first warning signs really should be, am I thirsty? Because the body gives mixed messages, and sometimes you can feel, oh, am I hungry, when you're really thirsty. So the first thing you should do is just down some water. That will give you a load of energy, and that gives you the energy to train. Because food, remember, is only fuel for your next either a workout or your work. It's just fuel.
Yes.
It is just fuel.
Right, okay. And so the water, lots and lots of water.
Lots of water.
I guess that's where the you're in control really
very much so. And always know that when you go in, when you're going to that place, out's coming the toxins, you know, and also out's coming some fatty acids as well from the body. So therefore, it's the best weight loss product on the market. So water's the easiest tip, and then nice small meals throughout the day.
Good old detox.
Wonderful.
We'll leave it there. I'm going to tuck into some of the breakfast that's surrounding us here.
Have the fresh stuff.
And we'll be back with the mighty Steve Halls very, very soon.
Cheers.